Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Substance Painter. Today we're just going to show you the basic interface. We're not going to get into anything too heavy, so let's click Start Painting and we'll open up a template. This is your viewport. This is where your mesh can be seen in the 3D view. On the right side is your UVs. If you're familiar with modeling, this may be familiar to you, or UVing. So you can rotate the camera by just holding Alt and left click and just moving the mouse. You can scroll in, scroll out to zoom in and out, and then hold Alt and the middle mouse key to just move around like that. Now I'm going to show you the texture set list. This is basically an outliner for all your meshes that have textures on them. So if you want to hide the head, you can just press the eye icon, click it again to appear again, the body, the base. Now if you want to focus on one specific mesh, you can just go into focus mode, click on a specific mesh, and it will only show that specific mesh. Now let's get into how to add materials, basically the textures. So basically we can just use a shelf. Let's hit materials because that's probably the one we're going to use. We can select from all of these different materials, from aluminum to gold. There's also a smart material section where it's basically like more complicated in groups, rather than just being a simple color. So we're just going to go with basic pure gold. Bam, the head is now gold. You can see all the specularity, the metallicness of the gold. Very cool. So we're going to go over here to layers, and we're going to see how the layering works. Of course, the material is its own layer. You can make it visible or not. You can change the opacity. You can change how it blends with other layers, like multiply and divide. Those are a bit complicated to explain, so I'll probably just explain it at another date. But you can press the trash can to make a new material. You can also add your own fill layer. It'll just make a basic white color, but you can change it down here at properties. Change the base color, change it to red, change it to black. I know up here we have like UV transformations, but we'll explain that in a later video. I just want to focus on the material themselves and how to like modify them. So yeah, you can change the color of the base color. Trash can. So I'm gonna add another fill layer. Just to start from scratch. You can change the color or the name by double clicking and just putting in your name. Uh, so let's go back down here. You can disable how the material is read. So if you want to get rid of the color, you don't want the color to appear, then you can just click that toggle. Um, let's say you want to get rid of the metallicness. You can just disable metal. You can also disable the height map, and you just show the regular color, and it'll show up right like that. It looks like a basketball. If you want to turn it back on, you just click metal. If you want to turn back the roughness, you can just click roughness. If you want to turn back the normal height, just click normal height. If you want to bring back the height, just bring back the height. And as such, you get a really weird looking material. Okay, so I said to skip ahead. Just want to demonstrate metallicness real quick. So I'm just going to choose a color, probably gray. And we have this little slider here. White means 100% metallic. Black means 0% metallic. It's sort of like a mask in a way. And basically you just scroll this little slider to change the metallicness or the roughness of the piece. So you can see I have a really reflective material here. But when I put up the roughness, it's a little more matte. Now the height map, that requires some form of displacement, which I only have a solid color. If I had something like bricks, I could demonstrate that. Go over here to change your perspective of the mesh, so you can have like front, back, left, right. You can really get creative with these perspectives. Now, if you look over to the material bar, you can see the different parts of your material. So you can see specifically the base color. So I have gray on the head, but I don't have really any other colors on the other parts of the mesh. Until now, when I put in red, metallicness, you can see that the head's pretty metallic, but not the body. Change that, see. Same goes for roughness. You also see the normal map. We don't have any normal maps applied to the mesh or the textures. So if we put the one on there, show the normal map of that, you can see how the normal map is laid out on the UVs. There's also the height map, which is sort of viewable, and you have the option to show off the two combined. And I think that's pretty much it. So next video, we're going to show off how to do UV transformations. And yeah, thanks.